According to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, climate change can be defined as a change in the usual weather patterns and the Earth's temperature. Climate change is one of the greatest threats for all living things. Throughout history, human activities have caused the change in climate or global warming. Climate study has been seen since the 19th century. In past centuries, most of climate changes were attributed to very small variations in Earth's orbit that change the amount of solar energy our planet receives. In this day and age, technological satellites orbiting above Earth have revealed that mankind has made a great change on climate and at a global scale. The burning of fossil fuels and deforestation are great contributors to worsen climate, but also natural activity has participation on gas emission. Livestock and volcanic eruptions are some examples. Some climate change effects are global temperature rise, warming oceans, shrinking ice sheets, glacier retreat, decreased snow cover, sea level rise, declining Arctic seas ice, extreme events, and ocean acidification, according to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration in 2017. Global warming is known as a complex problem which has various consequences for all solids of existence in our planet. It has an impact over global issues including poverty, economy, population, and development. In the 18th century, a process of change was started in Great Britain known as the Industrial Revolution, which replaced the handicraft economy to machine manufacturing, and this movement brought technological changes involving transportation, economy, energy, and production. Throughout the years, population and living standards as a result of economic prosperity of its current times. Forests have been cut to expand cities and provide lumber for construction, which really affected the environment. The United Nations has done a lot of actions toward this, such as the Kyoto Protocol, the Paris Agreement, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, for mentioning a few. Global climate change has had noticeable effects throughout the years. At present, the world has been suffering of unexpected climate impacts. Recently, some countries from America were affected. Several factors contribute to obstruct climate change. Studies state that nuclear testing over the decades has a great participation. The reality of the problem is that once damage has been done, finding a solution is a challenge for countries that depend on fossil fuel industry. Still, there is hope that climate change may be reduced and controlled. Conclusion, and after hearing those introduction words, the world has faced numerous problems that involves humankind actions, and we have to be aware of that and how to solve that and how to be an action of change. Of course, I also got involved in researching about my house actions and what my family has done. Throughout the project, I got aware about the actions and the price that was in periods of certain months, and I realized how much energy we waste. This guided me to understand more about how to care about the environment and how to care about financial support that is given. Of course, in my project, I was established to research about my CFE report and do certain questions in order for me to be aware about this kind of situation. Of course, being a person that can make a change is hard at the beginning because we are already used to some things. Probably, we are used to use fossil fuels, and that's a big challenge in Mexico. From a national perspective, it is very hard seeing people get used to new technology when they are used to fossil fuels for the simple fact of being cheaper and for being more efficient rather than using solar energy or any other renewable energy. Because as a matter of fact, it is known that renewable energy is very expensive in comparison with non-renewable energy. But in a long-term way,
non-renewable resources will end up and harm the environment. So this project let me understand the importance of using renewable resources and how to be an effect of change in my civil society and how I can affect change on others and my actions as well.